Well, hey there, fellow Tickerians. Ever since we have released our Seating Charts add-on, the integration with Firebase was a staple for successful ticket sales with the assigned seating. So, why exactly is integration of the seating charts with Firebase is so important then? Well, the shortest possible answer to this question is simply because this prevents double booking of the seats, which, as you can imagine, is quite important thing. Also, it allows you to set the time during which the seat will be retained in the customer's cart before they finish the checkout. Admittedly though, configuring Firebase for use with seating charts is on the trickier side, to say at least. And the fact that there is a vast number of options in Firebase make this somewhat intimidating. Luckily, you don't need to know all of these ins and outs. In fact, you don't need to know anything besides these steps that we will be going through today. Speaking of that, let's grab a cup of coffee and roll up our sleeves and get to work, and by the end of this video, you should have Seating Charts add-on fully set up and configured for use with Firebase. So buckle up, here we go. So before we start, I want to emphasize that this tutorial is the same regardless of whether you're using Tickera as a standalone or alongside WooCommerce via Bridge for WooCommerce add-on. So with that out of the way, let's get started. First off, where are these options for integration of Firebase with Seating Charts? To find these options, we will navigate to the settings area of Tickera, and then we will go to the Seating Charts tab. Over there, you will see general settings where you can set up colors for the seats and various states of the seats. And below that is our Firebase settings. So the first thing we should do is to click here, yes, that's the first step. And the other steps are a bit trickier than that. So first thing, we'll click here Google Firebase Service, which will lead us to Google's Firebase website. And if you're logged in with your Google account the way I am now, just click here, go to console. Okay, here's the starting point. First thing we should do is to click this plus sign or create project. We should name this project. You can name it whatever you like. Let's call it Seating Charts. And then click continue. Okay, this option enable Google Analytics for this project doesn't play any role, so you can either leave it on or you can turn it off. It doesn't really matter. And now we will wait for our project to get created. This can take some time, so be patient and let it do its work. Okay, our project is now created. So we should click this continue button. And this will lead us to the page of our project. This page contains a whole lot of stuff. Luckily, we don't need to know anything about this. All we need to do is to scroll a bit down until we see this. See all build features. Okay? Click this. And then scroll down until you find real-time database and click that tile. Okay. This is the first step in creating real-time database. So next, click this Create Database button. Wait for a second. Then select the location that is closest to you. Okay, click Next. And then just click Enable. Okay. Okay, once that is done, head to the Rules tab, and you will see some rules here. Not really important, you don't need to know what these are. Simply select all of these and just delete them, okay? Instead of these rules, we will use rules that we have provided in our documentation. Simply paste these rules there and click the Publish button. After that, click this cog icon and head to the project settings. Scroll down until you find this Your Apps area, this one here. And we have a few icons here. The one you want to use is this code icon. It's the third icon from the left. Okay, simply click that. Then just enter the title of your app. It can be really anything. We'll name it Seating Charts again. Okay. And then click Register App. Okay. There is some code that appeared here which looks intimidating and scary, but we won't be using that for now. Simply click this Continue to the Console button. Once you're back to the console, scroll down and you will find that scary code that we had in the previous step. This code actually contains some valuable information that you will be using for configuring your Seating Charts add-on. Okay, first thing, you should find auth domain credential. This is this line here. We will copy this line, but without quotes. Okay, simply copy this. And then head to Tickera settings in another tab. And paste this information here. Okay, that's one credential. Let's get back. Now copy this database URL all the way, but do not copy this quote marks. Okay, copy this, head back to your Seating Chart settings and paste this information here, like so. Okay, this is that. Another thing we will copy from here is API key, and this is the API key that you will be copying. Okay, let's go back and paste API key. Okay, that's that. We have now 3 credentials entered, but we still need database secret key. Unfortunately, this information is not here. So to find out database secret key, we will navigate to service account. And then we will navigate to this database secrets area. Okay, you can ignore this. And by default, you should already have one database secret key. If there are no values here, you can simply create new by clicking this Add Secret button. But chances are that you will already have one entry. So all you need to do now is to click Show, and this will reveal your database secret. Simply click this Copy button, then head back to the settings of your Seating Charts add-on and paste this information here. And the only other option here that we have to enter is the time during which the seat will be retained in customer's cart before they finish their checkout. By default, it's 5 minutes, but you can enter any other time that you want. So let's say 10 minutes. Okay, and then click Save Changes. And with that, you are actually done. This is actually all it takes to properly configure Tickera Seating Chart for use with Google's Firebase service. Okay, so hopefully you found this video useful, and if you have any issues or if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to submit a support ticket on our support system, and we will gladly help you with this. Until the next time, bye-bye.